Now, when it comes to scaling a content agency to over $10,000 a month, it's actually not about luck at all. And to prove this, I have helped over a dozen content agency owners scale their business to 6 figures or even multiple 6 figures a year in just the last 12 months alone. And amongst all these different entrepreneurs that we've helped, I've been able to identify a couple of common threads, a couple of key lessons that if you apply for your own business, you will be able to scale a lot quicker as well. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Vince and I've started out as a freelance video editor over 5 years ago at this point. I've built a content agency after that, and nowadays my focus is on helping other content agency owners like yourself to do the same thing as well and build your own business a lot quicker and a lot easier. So without any further ado, let's jump into lesson number 1, and that is having a clear target avatar and a clear service offering. So I see a lot of people in the content agency space who are just trying to sell to everybody, and they are trying to offer a ton of different kind of services, right? They are selling a plethora of services, from email marketing to Facebook ads to the actual content creation part. And the problem is that you will be going up against specialists in the arena, right? So what that means is if somebody is only focusing on doing copywriting or only focusing on video editing, they are going to whoop you if you're trying to do everything at once. And other than that, also if you're selling to all types of businesses, from dentists to agencies to YouTubers, well, their problems are going to be completely different, right? So you will not be able to speak specifically to their pain points and create a service that really just solves their problems really well, because, well, they will have different problems, right? So you will not be able to be as effective in your marketing, in your outreach, in your sales goals. Also, you will not be able to be as effective as you could be in your service delivery. So for that reason, what I've seen is some of the people who have scaled the fastest that I've worked with have actually had a very clear target avatar that they were going after and a very clear service offering. But hey, without talking about even any other people, let's talk about my business partners, Greg's agency, for an example, right? So that agency is called Brandive. It's currently doing around $50,000 to $60,000 a month in revenue. And basically what they do is they help simply agency owners, digital marketing agency owners, and also coaches to get more clients through YouTube with a done for you service. So what that actually looks like is basically Greg's team takes care of everything from ideation to editing the videos, to doing the thumbnails, to even, posting these, and potentially even helping them with the sales funnel a little bit. But it's a very clear offer, right? It's basically, hey, if you want to get more clients for your digital agency or your coaching service-based business through YouTube, we can help you do that, right? So they only offer YouTube related help. And this is why they've been able to scale so quickly and also to such a high extent, because they have a very clear service offering and a very clear client avatar. And the way they can deliver these results to all these different people is very similar. So that means that they don't need to change up the way they deliver everything, completely with every single client that they onboard. So that actually allows for scale. So that is lesson number 1. Again, have a clear target avatar and also very clear service offering so that you can get really good at the service that you are selling, which will mean you get better client results, which will mean you will have more material to actually advertise yourself with. And not only that, but also you will be able to cut through the noise and speak directly to your customers' problems when it comes to your marketing and also your outreach. Lesson number 2 is to have a very professional landing page with a VSL, which is video sales letter, and also example portfolio videos, right? Now, the reason why this is important is because if your potential clients don't have any example videos to look at, well, they will not know what kind of quality they could expect from you. And with how much competition there is out there right now, people really want to see the quality of work that you can produce. So on your landing page, you want to be showing example work, you want to be showing testimonials if you have any, and also even create your own VSL, which is a video sales letter, as I've said. And the purpose of that little few minute long video with you in the actual clip in itself is that you will be able to build up way more trust with your prospects who land on that page, right? If you actually put your face behind your service and you're speaking about exactly who your service is for, how it can help your customers, going over your results and just explaining again exactly what it is that you do, then that's going to create a lot more trust than someone who's just anonymous and doesn't even show their face at all and doesn't explain, who they help and how they can do it. The number 3 lesson is mastering one one primary outreach method. So when it comes to getting clients, obviously there's a lot of ways to go about it. You can get clients from building your personal brand and, creating content and getting clients inbound. You can get them from doing outbound outreach. You can get it through ads. But in the beginning, one of the most reliable ways to get clients when you're just starting out is definitely outbound, right? Because it's something that if you learn how to do, it can be a very consistent way to actually land clients, right? Because you can control the inputs. And basically what I've seen amongst the people who we have helped over the last year to scale to 6 figures a year or even multiple 6 figures a year is that they have just initially focused on one outreach method and they got really good at it, right? So instead of trying to figure out a bunch of different kind of methods and, try to run ads and then try to do content as well and then try to do this and that, instead of that, they just focus in on one at a time, master that, and only once that's, working, only then move on to another one as well. So for example, within our program Grow Creatives, one of the most popular methods that we teach is the Loom plus email outreach method. And with this as well, we were able to book over 25 calls in just 1 month for our own agency too. And, a lot of our students have got amazing results with this. So what a lot of our, best performing kind of like students do is they just take like, okay, this works. Let me take this. Let me master this. Let me spend, the next 3 to 6 months on getting amazing at booking calls with Looms. And, only after that, only once it's working, only once they're signing clients, then they might add on another one. But until it's needed, they don't even do that necessarily. Now, the reason why this is important is if you keep hopping from outreach method to another one, to content, to ads, you will just forever be in this cycle of building half bridges, right? So even within like learning one appointment setting type, there is a lot of sub skills that need to be learned within that, right? And if you always switch to a new method before one could actually start working for you, then you will have a lot of these, half built bridges, as I've said, and you never actually get to the point where it starts working for you. Now, lesson number 4 is be kind of unique and have a brand. Now, I don't mean that you need to come up with a completely new idea and a completely new service, nothing like that, but you want to at least not copy what everybody else is doing one-to-one, right? So ideally what you want is you want to try to put a little spin on whatever it is that you are selling and try to frame it from a slightly different position, or even if it's the same thing that someone else is selling successfully one-to-one, but just selling it to a different niche or a different target audience, right? So it's really important because, again, I see, for example, in my DMs as well, a lot of people just selling me the same exact offer. Hey, I will be a growth operator for you. I will take just a percentage of the revenue I bring in with my emails, whatever it is, right? And they have nothing unique about them at all. And I don't think that you need to reinvent the wheel at all. Like, you should do something that's already working for somebody else, but at least try to either provide it to a different niche or just put your own spin on it. Like, somehow try to make it a little bit unique. Just go the extra mile. Just actually sit down for a few hours and think about how you could explain the same offer a different way, right? Or how you could sell this same offer successfully to a different niche. So as I've said, don't just like look at the first person you see and then copy their landing page, their offer, their niche, everything that they have exactly one-to-one. Try to go and be a little bit creative. Then lesson number 5 is to focus on retention. This is one of the things that I've seen amongst those people in our program who've been able to actually scale to 10,000 a month or more in a short period of time, is that they are also focusing on actually keeping the clients that they worked so hard for. And they're not only focused on getting more and more in. Because if you think about it, if you have an amazing retention, so you keep your clients basically forever, right? So you can keep them for 9 months, 12 months, whatever it is, then all you have to focus on is just getting 1 or 2 new people in every single month, because you are not losing any of them. So even if you just do that, your business is going to grow month over month really quickly. However, if you aren't focused on retention, meaning you don't have a good service delivery, you don't have good communication, you don't have a good team, right? And you're losing your clients in the 2nd or 3rd month after they signed up with you, well, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be fighting forever an uphill battle of just acquiring new clients and then losing your existing ones. And that is probably one of the slowest ways to scale, because keeping a client that you already got for an extra month is actually a lot less effort than getting a new one from scratch and building up that trust to the point where they would actually sign up with you from scratch. Lesson number 6 is don't stop doing what works, okay? This is something I see all the time as well. It's, I think, almost a form of self-sabotage where somebody, let's say that I work with, figures out a way that works for them to book calls and to sign clients, and they sign 3 new clients in 1 month, and they go from, 2,000 to 8,000 a a month, or they go from 5,000 to 12,000 a month, right? And then after that, what they do is they just completely stop doing that initial thing that was working for them to book those goals. And it's really stupid if you think about it. It doesn't make sense to do, because why would you stop something that got you the initial success in the first place? So this is just a quick reminder that if something starts working, don't stop doing it, right? It's one of the most common things, and I've made this mistake myself as well, where I got some clients, so I was like, okay, well, I guess then now I can just stop doing the method that I've used to get these clients, and I can just focus all my energy on getting these people results. And yes, you should focus on getting them results. You should make sure that your service is good, but at the same time, you never want to stop acquiring new people, because eventually you will have some clients leave, you will have some churn in your business. So any business that is not growing is dying, okay? So you need to be focusing on constantly acquiring also new people, and at the same time retaining the clients that you've already got as well. Lesson number 7 is to avoid shiny object syndrome. So especially nowadays with social media, every other month there is a new business model that's so magical and is so easy to do that comes up, and it's really easy to get lured into thinking that, you know, hey, maybe that's my, you know, secret golden key to financial freedom, and maybe that's the business model that I need to start to be able to be successful. And the truth is that every single business model pretty much out there works, right? Basically everything works. It's just up for you to stick with it for long enough for it to work, right? And this is probably the thing that lost me the most amount of time in my career, because I was victim of shiny object syndrome for so long, where I would start something, it would get hard, and then I would move on to the next thing because I thought it would be easier. I first started a YouTube channel and I wanted to be a gaming YouTuber, and then I saw like, okay, I could actually do affiliate marketing on ClickBank. So I started that business. Then it got hard. I didn't get any sales. So I was like, hey, maybe dropshipping is my way out. So I got on to dropshipping, right? And then I was like, damn, this is actually really difficult. Then I got into video editing, and video editing was the one I finally stuck with and I was able to get results with, right? But it wasn't because, you know, dropshipping doesn't work or affiliate marketing doesn't work or being a YouTuber doesn't work. It was none of those things. It was simply because my skills were not good enough yet to make money with any of these business models. So it's really important for you to not to fall victim into all of these, you know, marketing tactics and everything that everybody's using to lure you into trying to start something new every single month. Just literally stick with what you like. Just stick with the business model that you are already in. Work on that until you get to 10, 20, 30, 50K a month, or even beyond that. And maybe once you are there, then you can think about adding another business or, you know, starting something new. But don't even think about switching until you've seen at least some good amount of success with what it is that you are trying to do right now. The best thing you can do is just to focus on your inputs every single day. So the work that you need to do, get stuff done on a day-to-day basis, improve your skill just 1% every single day. And, you know, if you just stick to it for long enough, like if you stick to it for over a year and you do it consistently for over a year, I guarantee you it's going to start working eventually, whatever it is that you are doing. So I really hope you enjoy this video. If you're a content agency owner yourself or you're trying to start one, you can check out the first link in the description below where you can apply to work with me and my team one-on-one. But if that's not for you, that's all good. I really hope you enjoyed the value in this video regardless. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.